right, welcome everybody, one and all, to the Super Awesome Vape Show, episode 165. Thank you all for being here. Hello, and welcome our very special guest, Mr. James Franklin. And he's in the middle of a drink.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy? Oh no, what happened to your microphone?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Well, now it's good.
Is it good? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Don't know
Hi,
what
everybody.
happened. Hi.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, glad to have you here, man. It's been a while.
Definitely. Too long.
Other than us playing Red Dead a couple of times.
This is true.
But it's good to see your face.
Good to see your guys' faces, man. It's been a long time. I was talking to Nick the other day when we were playing Red Dead, and I was like, man, I've missed like the UK crew. Like, because honestly, you guys are part of the reason why I even got into doing vape shit to begin with, is because I used to watch all your guys' stuff. And then I, learned about all these other guys and all this other things. And then I got into it. And then, next thing you know, like I'm doing my own thing, which is crazy, dude. It's a trip. It's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
UK crowd. The UK crowd's a different breed. I'll tell you that much.
It's a good crowd, though, man. You guys got a good crowd over here on the SAVS crew for sure.
Yeah, I just feel like an outlier all the time. It's like a bunch of British guys and me. It's good to be fair.
Yeah, I feel like you're British by proxy now,
Pretty much. I mean, like I'm
by
pretty
association.
much a part-time resident now.
There you go.
British. Really?
What? English?
That's better.
Jeez. What, you don't want me to move to Scotland? Or Wales, even?
That's up to you. But
yeah, if you come
for
over
me,
here,
I'm in
you just have to get
England.
used to the rain.
That's something I'm not used to, that's for sure.
Right?
It
Southern
rains, but not as
California.
much as it does out there. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I mean, even our climates between me and Frames are completely different, I haven't been out to California in quite a few years, but last time I was there, it was gorgeous. It was sunny. It was nice. It wasn't super hot. It was hot. Well,
It's been hot lately.
It's hot for British standards or English standards or UK standards, however you want to put it. It was definitely hot. But for me, we have like pretty warm summers here in New England. So it wasn't too bad. Florida's way worse. Florida's just all humidity. It could be like 75, but there's 200% humidity.
see how Nick said the New England there? What he actually meant to say was the fake England.
Yeah,
Sorry, I meant to say the better England. Oh, snap.
The
fake England.
Damn.
I believe there's guys in red coats we kicked out of here. No. But yeah. All right. Before we get too deep into this, I do want to give some shout outs in chat here. So let's see if I could do. Everyone say something in chat and I'll say your name. That's the deal. And we're going to scroll up to the top. We have our lovely own Mike. Mike, how you doing?
Hi, Mike.
Breathing.
Let's start.
I'm here.
We've got Dire Thing. We've got a lovely award-winning Jane Dodd of Shy Tots E-Liquid, a moderator and also sponsor of the show. Please go check out her juice, Shy Tots, and use the code What's Your Favorite Cheese for 20% off. I hope I fixed that,
Nice
by the
code.
way. Yeah. Oh, and Mike still has the darkest secret, which is super secret, and I may or may not be getting some tomorrow.
We got them all. Because there's how many bottles there?
I do have a bunch here too as well. Oh, it's over here somewhere.
How many
Oh
you got?
god, there's so many boxes.
So is this like a secret flavor that like you don't know what it is until you get it and you vape it?
No,
It
it's
is.
one that's unreleased at the moment.
Unreleased.
Oh, okay. So I get it now.
We have. I have to carry on. We have the Vaping Misfits collectively are all here. We have Grizzly Vapes is also here. We've got Matt Chandler here as well. Darth Vapor. Oi oi. How are we doing? We've got Paul Doling. I hope I pronounced that right. We've got ourselves a Mark H. How we doing, Mark? Vapor Queen Becky is here as well. We've got Martin Saunders. We've got Emily K. Hello, Emily. We've got Free Ride Vapor. How we doing? Mobro. Hi, Mo.
Hello.
Who else do we have here? We have this motherfucker here. How we doing, this motherfucker? Good to see you. Yeah. The Vaping Snowman is here as well. Hello to you, Miss Vapor Bunny, fellow moderator. Hello, Bunny. Hello. I don't know why my voice went so high there, but yes, hello. Let's see. Dire Thing said something in chat. We have Connor. Ooh, I'm gonna mess up that last name. Anyone want to help me out? Eltringham.
Yep.
Whew, that's a good one. Connor, how we doing today? He said saying something in chat. Yes. All right. So, weather sucks everywhere you go, no matter what. I'm just gonna point that out. Are you in a drought or are you getting floods, Frames? Because it's like either one or the other all over this country.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you right now, dude. It's been kind of weird as far as weather goes because we've had a few like monsoon-esque situations where it's like crazy hot, and then all of a sudden these clouds roll in, and it gets like humid as shit, and then rains just out of nowhere, and it just dumps on you for like a good hour or two, and then just stops. And then all of a sudden it disappears, but the humidity stays and it's still hot, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't know what the conversion is, but it's been kind of fucking terrible. All right.
What, 37?
But
38?
like yesterday or 2 days ago, it was like 106, dry, no clouds, just hot.
Oh.
You know, so it's a toss up, man. The weather can't make up its mind out here sometimes.
That sounds familiar.
Like yesterday, I woke up and was driving around like midday, and it was only like 90.
Only, which is like
Well,
only by
for
like,
this time of year, that's not too bad. Like
33.
you're usually expecting like 100 plus.
Oh.
But it hasn't been too bad. I think we've had a little bit more of nicer days lately than we've had, you know, just like crazy outrageously hot. But
if it's a dry heat, I can handle a dry heat, no problem. Because
it's just when that humidity rolls in is when it gets fucking bad, dude. Because then you just feel sticky and just
when you walk out of your house that's air conditioned, because that's a thing here, UK folks. When you walk out of your air conditioned house into just the chest thumping humidity, it feels like someone is punching you in the chest.
Yeah, it's like walking into a wall.
It's crazy. And you know, it's if you're standing there and just sweating from humidity, that is the worst. Just standing, you're just drenched. Oh,
pretty much an English summer.
Oh, it sounds awful.
Yeah, I was working out in 35-degree heat last week, and it was humid as well with it. It was horrendous.
Yep.
Your guys' weather has been crazy this year.
And we got a hose pipe ban here now. Starting this week.
So now you're on like a drought?
Yep.
Okay. So it's similar to like we're experiencing a drought as well. Would you know?
Where I am, I think we've had rain for about 2, maybe 2.5 hours.
Oof.
And that's been in the last sort of like 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
Man.
Right. I went ahead and changed my 10-day forecast to Celsius. The highs are pretty much in like the high 30s. So from 37 degrees Celsius today to the top of 39 on Tuesday.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, normally over here in Wales, it pisses it down all the time. You get about 2 weeks of summer and that's it. But this year it's been mad. Like we've only had, it's been raining today, but apart from that, in the last 4 or 5 weeks, we haven't had any rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those situations where everyone keeps going, "Oh, we need the rain. We need the rain," which is true. We do. Our crops, our crops and stuff around here are like not doing so great. We're still currently in a drought.
They've brought in a hose pipe ban in Wales here, and part of the area where I live as well. And if you get caught using a hose pipe, it's £1,000 on the spot fine.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'd be the same where you are, Mike. Yeah.
It's like the thing with California where Frames is from, like they have wildfires every single year, like clockwork.
Oh, they're starting to pop up.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
It's
Yeah.
like literally majority of them, like some of the big ones recently have been like started by people, but there are times that literally it's just so hot and so dry that they just fucking start up, man, and just start burning, and then it starts in one little spot, the wind carries it, and it ends up taking over acres upon acres that turn into square miles. It's fucking nuts, dude.
But like the destruction.
It starts turning into a proper firestorm then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nuts, man. Like there was a point back when I was younger, I think I was like in high school, where it was one of the fires got so bad that there was literally just clouds of ash that were just coming up over the fucking, like, because I live up on like the higher end of the desert, like, because of course there's the valley where like LA and that sort of area is. I live at the top, like on the more eastern side, more going out towards like Las Vegas or whatever. But it was even coming up over the fucking valley and like literally dropping ash all over our fucking city and shit, to where they had to close the schools down because the air quality was so bad.
Fucking hell.
Quick shout out to CC Coils. Make sure you go stop by his pages, his various social medias, and say Jay needs a slap for 25% off anything.
It gets me every time, that does.
And Darth, you'll have to wait until Monday to find out.
Ooh. What's Darth?
Wait, what did I miss?
The new Game of Thrones.
Darth is asking, am I in the new Game of Thrones?
Yeah. You'll have to wait till Monday. That's right. It comes out tonight for us here in the US, and
Mike's in it.
It's tomorrow early morning for you guys, right? Or something like that?
I think we get it at 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
So, no, actually, we get it 2 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And then again at 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, the new series is coming out.
We've been watching NCIS.
Yep.
It's fucking awesome.
House of Dragon.
Which one? Which NCIS? The original one? Just the straight NCIS?
It's the original one, isn't it? NCIS. Right? The original NCIS we're watching, yeah.
Okay.
We're on season 5.
That's the only good one. Not, don't watch Los Angeles or
I think the spin-offs don't really work a lot of the time.
No, dude. That original cast, man, was so good. Like my entire family watched that, where like we would all get together, like sit on the couch and watch hours of NCIS. You know what I mean? Like that was our shit.
Well, I've never heard of it until like my missus got me into it. So we watch that nearly every day if we can.
It's on Netflix.
That's how we watch it. Yeah, I think we're up to season 5 or the end of season 5. I think we're at now. NCIS.
NCIS, is that the one that had Abby in it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The goth girl? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's like, yep.
Mike.
He's like, yeah, I was watching it. He's like, I watched that one.
Yep.
Yeah, so no spoilers because I'm only in season 5. Don't say anything.
No, it's a good show, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a good show. I just love the character interactions. Like they just like the chemistry between them all is pretty good. Like there's humor. There's a lot of just like love within their little group, but also it just draws you in.
And if I annoy my missus, she gives me a Gibbs slap as well, around the back of the head.
Yeah, that became a thing around the house for sure.
No, I've got to be fair, Ziva's kind of fit as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, what is this show evolved into?
And so is Kate before.
I run into Kate.
Hey man, she was strong, independent, man. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm glad she got slotted.
Oh damn.
Whoa.
Brutal.
So, Frames, James.
Yes.
I keep calling you Frames. I don't know if everyone knows that's your alternate handle.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could probably put two and two together.
Picture the So, all right, what have you been up to lately? You got the Green Room podcast going on, and you also do your other or is it Shed Time podcast in the green room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Shed Time podcast I do with both Sean and Chris that also do the green room with me on Fridays on my YouTube channel. And then the podcast is more of like our open forum, sort of talk about whatever sort of thing. And if any of you guys know what the whole Shed Time moniker thing means, then you also kind of understand what other things we may be talking about during that show, or maybe doing during that podcast. But honestly, dude, that has been a cool venture for the three of us, because it's like we've been able to really just open up about like ourselves, and talk about things that we wouldn't talk about on like a green room episode, because the green room is more vape oriented, more towards that community. We do build offs, we do games around vape oriented things, we have conversations about it and that sort of thing. Well, with the podcast, it's like we talk about anything and everything from conspiracy theories to mental health things to financial stuff. We've talked about crypto. We've had all kinds of different conversations, and we've gotten a lot of good feedback too from people that have actually tuned in, because like we've had some really deep episodes too, like where we start off on just like a normal whatever topic, and the next thing you know, an hour and a half later, we've gotten down into some like real like deep, like tugging at the heartstrings sort of conversations, or just like some just like real life conversations that I don't know if anybody ends up getting anything out of them from listening to them, but I'll tell you what, the three of us have gotten so much out of doing this show and having these conversations, and being able to have that platform to just be open and honest and hear other people's different points of view. And, whether we agree or we have this, the same point of view, or we may disagree and have like different points of view. It's like, there's been times where we've had a conversation about something, and then I'm just like, you know what? I kind of see where you're coming from, and I look at things through a different perspective or through a different lens. And then it's helped me grow, just from like the year that we've just been doing like the podcast, on top of, the green room and all the different things we've been doing over there with like, and we do like install offs is what I'm going to start calling them now, is because we'll get a couple of us together, pick an RDA or RTA or something, and see who can build it in the fastest time, who can install wick and vape it, in the fastest amount of time. That's been pretty cool. We've even gotten it down to where it's like we're doing head to head, where it's like you both start at the same time, first person to blow a cloud wins. And then last week we had our first official coil build off, where we had 3 coil builders come on the show with their drill setups, build a full set of tri-core 26 aliens, install them, wick them, and vape them. And first person to do it, of course, took a W. And then we also went back and had them show us the builds and see what they look like. And the dude that actually built the fastest also had the best looking build, and he did it in like, I think it was like 11 minutes or something like that, from start to finish.
I was watching CC Coils at Expo do some builds, and I can't believe how fast people can build, because for me, it takes like an hour to build a set of aliens. And for these coil builders, it's like, oh yeah, I'd get it start to finish done in about 15 minutes. I'm like, how? How are you that good at this? Like the perfect stretch, like the fine motor skills it takes to like make sure the wraps aren't doubling over. And the second you double over an alien wrap like that, you have to backtrack one little wrap at a time. Oh my god, it's insane.
If I tried to build an alien, mate, I'd still be going this time next year, and I'd only get an inch down the fucking line.
Dude, honestly, I give it up to the 3 dudes that did it. We had Cloud Cartel UK, who's actually the dude that took the W. He came in and showed out for the UK and whooped 2 Americans' asses for you guys. So you guys can thank him for that. But he went against our man Duchess Coils, aka Jay, and then we got KVTV, aka Clown Vapes. I'm sure you guys probably have seen him, like if you've seen him on the Omies with me back in the day when we used to do that show. But dude, it was just a lot of fun sitting back and watching these dudes, man, because like it was a crazy build off, because at first I thought Clown was going to take it, man, because at the beginning he had like a super far lead, and then all of a sudden Duchess's build just like fell apart, like his wire snapped for his decor, so he had to like redo everything, so like he fell crazy behind, and then all of a sudden Sloan caught up, ended up taking the lead, and then Duchess almost came back and caught up to Clint. It was nuts to watch, dude. If you guys want to go back and watch something entertaining, I highly suggest going and checking that out, because it was pretty fucking cool to watch. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I've been up to, trying to keep up with reviews here and there. But, I also work a full-time job. So during the week, it's hard for me to find time and energy to do stuff, because, I do manual, work for a living. I work with my hands, I do a lot of lifting, working in the heat. So by the time I get home after a 10-hour shift, I'm pretty drained. So, trying to sit down at the computer and have the mental capacity to also record and edit a review sometimes just ain't in me. But I try the best I can, just keep knocking them out whenever I can. So that's kind of just what I've been up to, man. Just the green room, the podcast, and trying to keep on top of reviews when I can.
And more power to you, because I
Yeah,
know
fair play.
firsthand how difficult it is to keep up, not only with like, just normal family life and just life in general, work life, and then you have YouTuber slash content creator life, and it's like working 3 full-time jobs essentially.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's crazy. Like, lack of sleep is something that I'm more than familiar with. And
What's sleep, dude?
yeah, exactly. And it's like all you want to do at the end of a long day is just crash. Sometimes I don't even want to speak anymore, because I've been personally, I do retail work, so I talk all day. And to be talking all day and then coming home and having to talk more, it's like painful.
Yeah. I feel you.
But we find time when we can, enjoy our little weekend time here, and we just bang out something for the people, for the masses. That's why I like doing this show, because it's not planned, it's not edited, it's not anything insanely professionally done, but it's just a good laugh at the end of a long week, and hopefully get you some reinvigoration for the week to come, essentially. But yeah, it's tough balancing all those things on your plate, But it's have you been on the show before? Have we ever had Frames on?
I don't know if I maybe probably once.
I think on the old school SAVS.
Yeah,
I think
old
that
school
was the
SAVS,
beginning
one
of SAVS.
before.
it was you and a few others. I think we had like, oh man, I can't remember. It must have been a while ago.
Dude, it's been a long time for sure.
60 some odd episodes in, like you lose track.
I'm sure James came on with Stan at one point.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm sure I probably did.
But never solo though. I don't think.
No, I think it's my first solo appearance on the show, which is kind of cool.
Out of all the things, all the people related to Vape Stew and like everything, I think you're currently doing the most, because you got me and Stan don't review anymore, and like Michelle's not making mods anymore, like no one's making juice anymore, or a couple people are, but as far as content creation, it's like you're killing it still. And like
I don't know if I'd say I'm killing it. I'm just trying to stay relevant, man, and just trying to keep the dream alive. It's like, don't get me wrong, man, like I do have those days where I'm just like, man, I'm just so burnt out, because like you said, like I'm like burning candles at both ends all day every day, because I work my job and then I come home and I sit here and I try to interact with the community as much as I can, whether it's doing live streams, reviews, looking for new products, just like hanging out and being present you know what I mean, in the community, or at least in our Vape Stew community, because, you know, we have a Discord server where, you know, we have a core group of people that hang out on a daily basis, man. Like, we're always in there hanging out, shooting the shit, talking about new stuff, or asking thoughts and opinions, or asking for advice. And, you know, I've kind of been like a real core group or a part of that community for so long. It's hard for me to take time to just be like, you know what, I need some time for me to, you know, recharge, or just have some time where I would not thinking about a video or a live stream or a whatever. But there's just it's just, I think it's just part of who I am, or it's just, I have a hard time pulling back from things I feel like I need to be a part of, you know, because like, especially with this community specifically, this is like the first community I felt like I've said this multiple times in the past. Like, I felt like I actually belong and feel like I can make a difference in, and people actually like me for me and respect my opinions. And, you know, because there's been plenty of times where I've been in a group of friends, or what I thought were friends, where they just put up with me because I had a car and I could get them around or whatever, or, you know, they could use me or walk all over me. And, you know, they didn't really care what I thought, or, you know, all that. They didn't really necessarily like me. They just, you know, that sort of thing. So when I got here and people just liked me for, you know, my personality and what I brought to the table, and also, you know, respected my thoughts and opinions as well as I do them, like, shit, dude, how can I not be a part of that? How can I, you know what I mean? So that's a battle I have internally all the time, just because, like, I feel so connected to this community and those that have supported me in this community, that I find it hard to pull back and, you know, stop doing it, you know, even though there are times where I want to, you know, I'm not going to lie. There's been times where I've wanted to quit. I wanted to stop, but the community keeps me going, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
People in the community that keep me going. My family, because honestly, man, this community is a family to me. You know what I mean? There's been so many people that have been there for me, you know, when I've gone through rough times or just needed somebody to talk to, or vice versa. And I've been able to be there for other people when they've gone through things. And, you know, it's hard to find that nowadays, to find genuine people that genuinely care, you know, like I'm not saying like all the entire world's bad, because I would say there's more I would say there's more good people in the world than there are bad, but unfortunately the bad ones just kind of stand out more because they get talked about more. But I felt like in this community we've got a real good core community of people that just, you know, are about the unity in it, and picking people up and wanting to see other people succeed and that sort of thing. So
and it's
like,
crazy.
I just want to keep pushing for them.
Yeah, it's crazy to me how similar yet different we are. You know, we're all across the world, and we're all different time zones and, you know, different lives, but we have so many other little things in common, like the amount of people that are interested in vaping are also interested in things like, you know, video games or shed timing or crypto or whatever. So it's
Or
like
music, or there's
right.
always another thing that you could find along with vaping that you can connect with somebody on. You know, you may not connect on all things, but you're probably going to connect on probably like 5 to 10 different things that you never would have thought you could have connected with this person on if it wasn't for vaping being that one initial connection. You know what I mean?
It creates these separate little bubbles of like places, like for instance our separate little Discord for the posse for Red Dead, or
Yeah.
like, you know, our gaming stuff is curious because we have just another little section of people being, you know, cordoned off into this other area, and then talking about that like nonstop as well. So you have like your vape fam, you got your gaming fam, you got your shed time fam, blah blah blah, and it's like it's all the same people, just in different areas.
They all mesh together in some way, shape, or
Yeah.
form, or even just like from, you know, community to community. Like, there's people here in the chat now that I see, you know, in my chats every now and then on my show, or on like Grimm's show, or anybody else that's doing some sort of content. You know, we may have that one sort of scene that we kind of, you know, gravitate to more, but you do see that cross pollination of all these different communities from like a few different people popping up here and there. And that's one thing that I love about this community too, is, you know, as long as like for the most part, the good ones, you know, aren't afraid to, you know, jump from, you know, watching this guy and watching this guy to watching this guy. It's not like, oh no, this is the guy. This is the only guy. If you watch that guy, you're fucking, you don't know what you're doing. No, this is the guy you got to watch. No, man. Watch everybody. Enjoy everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a different thought and opinion, and who knows? This guy might say something that you don't agree with, but later on, he might say something that you agree with. You know what I mean? And be open, man. If I wasn't more open, like that's one thing I got to say that I've learned from this community is being open to other people's perspectives. Because I'll tell you what, man, it has changed my life from having conversations with people that I may not have necessarily agreed with their point of view at the beginning of the conversation, but I respect it by the end of it. You know what I mean? Just because I see where they're coming from. I understand, okay, this is how they think. This is how they're looking at it. Cool. I respect it. I may not agree with it, but hey, I can respect it. You know what I mean? And that, dude, respect can go a long way with so many different things. You know what I'm saying? If you just give somebody, you know, common respect, that just like treat others how you'd want to be treated, sort of thing, it could really take you a lot further in life. And it has definitely done that for me in the past few years because of this community.
And it's like, you know, we don't have to agree on everything. And I think
No.
that's part of the reason we kind of separate ourselves off into our little corners. Like, you know, I want to surround myself with like the best quality people. And I think that's a good thing to do just in general with your life, is you got to surround yourself with your friends that's like your ride or die family, like you said. And, you know, that's why everyone that's here is here. You guys are all awesome. You guys watching are all awesome. And, you know, I support you guys, and I want everyone to do great things. And I will do whatever it is in my power to help you achieve those things, you know? And it's like, you know, I've started kind of my own separate little gaming side thing, and also PC building side thing. So for me, it's like the community that I've built has morphed and evolved and changed, but we're all still there. Like,
Yeah.
I might have changed interests a little bit, but at the same time, I still am there for the people that have supported me throughout like this time. And you know, it's just nice to see everyone sticking with me
Well, it's
throughout all
because
this.
this is the thing you got to remember too, Nick. You know, at first people are watching, when people first start watching you, they're watching you for what type of content you're bringing. They continue watching you, for your personality. They continue to watch because they like you and how you talk about things. And then eventually they're just going to watch you just because they enjoy you no matter what you're talking about. And that's one thing that I've learned, because there's plenty of times where I'll watch somebody on YouTube that starts doing one thing, and eventually I just really enjoy them and their content and how they do their content, to where, you know, they might start off doing this one thing and now they're doing something completely fucking different, but I still enjoy the content because I enjoy the personality and what he brings to the table. So obviously you're seeing it now. People that can start watching your vape content obviously started watching because they wanted to learn about, you know, different devices and what things would work for them. They continued watching because they enjoyed how you did your thing and what you brought to the table. And then eventually they just enjoy you for you, and have followed you from, you know, your channel to the Vapes Dude to, you know, this to over to what you're doing. And that's going to continue to happen because people are going to enjoy you for being you and doing what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the thing is, like, that's the beauty of all of us little gentle snowflakes, is that we are unique and different in our own ways. And you know, if I could do it all over again, I would probably start up my channel as more of a variety channel. But at the time, it wasn't in the style of the time to do that for YouTube. YouTube was very like single area focused. It was like laser focused channels on one thing and one thing only. You couldn't do like a variety channel with just a little bit of everything smattered in. It just wouldn't get you very far and not much traction, because like people would show up for a vape video and you're doing a vlog or a computer build or gaming, and they'll be like, "What's this crap?" You know. But nowadays, there's a lot more freedom when it comes to YouTube channels. You have a lot of people just doing all different types of content. So it's just cool to see that. And, I'm starting to do that with my little secondary channel, Nick in Real Life, where I'm just, do whatever types of videos come to my head, and nothing, there's no set form factor for them or anything like that. It just, whatever naturally comes up, it will happen.
It's funny. Like back in the day, I used to be a big fucking Daily Vape TV fanboy.
Oh.
And used to love the Fresh Build Fridays and
Dude,
stuff. And I actually
same here,
remember,
bro.
I actually remember writing a comment on one of his videos. Like, I think it was when I was first starting out reviewing a few years ago. Have you got any tips for new reviewers? Blah 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 blah. And he read out my email on the one of his videos. I was like, what? And then I thought I was like, wow, no way, and all this sort of thing. And then coming on to SAVS and he was there, I was like, fucking hell, what's going on? This is mad.
Dude, and that's the crazy thing, bro, because I did the same thing. Same thing. My first vape, let me paint the picture for you guys here, because this is a cool fucking experience for anybody that's like, somebody that's just usually out there in chat and hasn't been like in to creating content anyway. All right. So my first vape show, right? I just started vaping and really kind of watching YouTube videos within like the past year or so. Like I'd already been vaping for about a year before that. And then, I started really getting into the rebuildable side of things. So I go to ECC for the first time and I go by myself, show up to this vape event by myself. Don't know anybody. Right. And I'm just like nervous as shit, bro. Cause I'm a pretty, shy person for the most part, or at least I used to be. I've kind of grown out of it over the years. I think it's because of doing, content creation. I've kind of broken through that bubble there. But anyway, I'm just standing outside of the show and I kind of post a picture and post it in Daily Vape TV's Facebook group. I'm like, hey, I'm here at ECC. If anybody's here, let's hang out. You know what I mean? Because I was desperate. I was lonely. I was nervous. And maybe I could meet a familiar face or somebody that, I at least know is into the same thing. Maybe it could be cool. Shout outs to the Garrity's, Nick and Angela Garrity. See my post on Facebook. Look across the like little courtyard. Nick looks at me. I kind of look at him. I'm like, he kind of looks familiar. He looks down at his phone, looks at me again, and then he kind of starts walking over. And he's like, James? And I'm like, Nick? He's like, yeah. And then like we kind of start talking, and Angela still cracks up about this. And she's like, sorry I did this. But she's like, I am so at a monster at the moment. I'm honestly dying right now. Could I please just have a sip of your monster? This first time ever meeting her, right? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Go ahead. Whatever. And then she's like, oh my God, you're amazing. I fucking love you. Da, 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 da. Come on, you're gonna hang out with us. So they take me around the show. I meet Nick. I meet Stan. I meet Demo, like some of the original, Vape Stew crew. And I hang out with these dudes the entire fucking show.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've watched these dudes on YouTube, man. I've been watching Fresh Build Fridays for like the past year, dude. I'm fucking hanging out with the guy. And then Nick's like, oh, we're going to go get dinner after. You want to go? What? You mean I get to hang out with you outside of the show? Yeah, man, come on. So we all go to dinner. Then we're at dinner. DJ LSB's there. The home Sherlock Ohms and the hometown hero crew's there. A couple other people were there. I'm like, dude, this is so crazy, man. I'm sitting here having dinner with like, people I watch on YouTube and like create products and, do this sort of like, this is fucking nuts. And then they're like, all right, well, we're going to go back to the hotel. You want to come?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah. And then we're hanging out at the hotel, have a few drinks, hanging out, just shooting the shit, just having a good time. And then the hometown hero guys show up with like fucking boxes full of liquid. Like, yeah, you guys take whatever.
Yep.
And then
I
the night,
remember that.
we have a little shed time. If you guys know what that is, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time, right? And then at the end, they're like, all right, well, we're leaving. We can't take any of this liquid with us. So we're just going to leave it here. You guys just split it up amongst yourselves or whatever. And so everybody kind of takes a couple bottles, and then they're like, I was getting ready to go. They're like, well, hey, why don't you just take what's left? And there was literally like, I don't know, 70 to 100 bottles of fucking liquid, maybe more, that I'm just walking out of this hotel with. I got these 2 big ass boxes of liquid after hanging out with like dudes that I've been watching on YouTube. Like, it was the greatest fucking vape show experience, bro. It was fucking nuts. And ever since then, dude, I went down the rabbit hole. I started like really getting involved in the community. But really became like a big part of the Vape Stew community, started my YouTube channel, and then bam, here I am. Crazy, right?
That's one thing about going to the hotels. It always ends messy.
I believe I
Always.
fell asleep shortly after shed time. But yeah, that was really cool. I just remember just walking up, just do, and then all of a sudden I see the Garrity's and Frames, and they're all hanging out outside the front, like, and I was just like, "Hey guys," they're like, "Hey," and it's just like, you're from all these different places all over the world, and here you are in one place, face to face. It's like every time I go to the UK, I see all these names in chat, and I'm just like, hey, there's Mark H. Hey, there's, Andy. There's Bunny. There's all these people. Hey, look, it's Vic.
Yeah.
So it's just wild to me that, like, you're from all over, but we're all still super connected, and it's just
the
like
craziest, bro, is when the flip happened. When I went to a show and someone came up to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's always...
That was fucking weird, bro. Yeah. Like, the first time it actually happened, they didn't come by me. I just heard them saying, oh, that's Frames Janklin. Like, kind of like whispering. And I like stopped, turned around, pointed at him and said, you know me? Because I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, I watch your YouTube videos. I've seen you on the stew. I'm like, wait, blew me the fuck away, dude. It felt so weird. I was like, hey, man, I'm just a dude. Don't do that. That's weird. Don't do that.
What was it, Nick? Was it the second expo that we went to where that bloke got us to sign that G-Class box?
Yeah, that was cool.
That completely fucking threw me.
I've had that happen one time. Someone asked me to sign something. I'm like, I don't have an autograph. This isn't going to be worth anything, but sure, I'll write my name on your shit, dude. It's going to be worth less now. Like,
I'm trying to find
somebody asked me to sign a fucking Vapor Expo poster, the gold Sharpie. Weird. I was like, what? Oh, I can have a photo with you. I'm like saying to the others in the reviewers area, I said, what the fuck just happened?
Weird,
someone come up for a photo. Bro, can I have a picture?
This is one thing I'll say to anybody that goes to a show and is ever nervous to walk up to like a reviewer or somebody they watch. Don't be nervous, man, because we're just people just like you. All right. Just fucking do it. I used to be that way. And then I realized after like meeting a few of them like Nick and Stan and Demo, we're all just fucking dudes, man. You know what I mean? We just all enjoy the same thing. And some of us we're just able to, be able to put ourselves out on YouTube and build an audience. Anybody could do it. It's just whether you have it in you to do it. You know what I mean? And some do, some don't. Hey, either way, it doesn't mean you can't be a part of the community and can't interact.
No, that's not.
I had somebody take a photo with me at Expo. Well, there was a few over the weekend. Had a look at his phone. I just had food from one of the burger vans, whatever, hot dog stands. And thought, I'll have a look at the photo, because obviously if they're taking the time out to ask for a picture, you want it to be decent for them, sort of thing. So I had a look at the photo to see if it was blurry or whatever, because everyone was on the beer and stuff. Had a look at it. I had ketchup all around my fucking mouth in the photo. So I was like, right, get rid of that one. Let me just wipe this shit off and take another one.
Oh, man.
Tomato sauce all around my mouth.
Hi, I'm Mo, bro. Oh, man.
Fucking hell, that was bad.
And that's a name I haven't seen.
I
for a
thought
long
I'd
time.
snuck off on my own, just have a bit of food.
How you doing, Lethal? I ain't seen you in chat for a long time.
Lito, what's up, Chris?
Chris.
Okay, Riss, what it is.
I got a question for you guys.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
go for it.
What have you guys been vaping as of late? Interesting.
Keep Vape Boost Pro.
I want one of those.
That's what I've been using in work, as you could tell.
Hey man, if it
Aegis
ain't
Solo
broke, don't
and,
fix it. You
Whirl.
know.
And then when I'm at home, then I'm on
yeah.
I have Delo and the Valerian too.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
the
got
Upzilla
some-
was a solid dual 21700, man. I like the form factor.
I got one of Zeus Juice's new flavors as well, Daphne. It's a blackberry cheesecake.
Ooh,
Something out of the ordinary. It's fucking really nice.
dude, a good blackberry can be pretty tasty, but it could also, if it's not done right, can be a little medicine-y.
Yeah, this is quite nice. Yeah.
I'm not being funny, Jones, but that gives almost as good a flavour as any mech.
I don't know, man. I'm you know me, Mike. We used to have conversations about mechs all the time. I'm still a mech guy at heart, dude.
I've
It's
got
my
mech sitting right there.
I got one right. Good old shed time. Ask for Modco Monarch. Dude, this thing, it's a banger. But dude, honestly, I've gotten into the old Boro life recently.
Oh man.
Shout outs to Tony B with the new pulses, because I didn't want to go and buy the old billet because I can't afford it.
That's the SXK billet.
But these guys, man, you can get some pretty solid vapes out of them, dude. And shout outs to Bennett Tool Customs and Jason Resin, aka Foot Clan Dan. Look at how beautiful these custom resin panels are. And they do glow under a UV light. Like if I charge them up, these things will like fucking glow all crazy. But dude, I've been kind of diving down the old Boro rabbit hole. I just bought a new mech Boro 2 days ago from Snowcap Mods, the Ravine. I don't know if you guys have seen that thing popping up around on the old Instagrams or YouTubes, but I'm kind of interested in to see what the mech variation of it's going to be like, because I just like that old mech style hit. You know what I mean?
Well,
I haven't used mechs in ages.
all I'm going to say is keep your eyes open in the near future on suicide mods.
Yeah, I've seen Bogans. I've seen the teasers. It looks pretty interesting. I like the form factor from what I've seen, but curious to see what the price point's going to be.
I'd imagine it'd be a couple of hundred, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't. Well, with a lot of devices nowadays, depending on like what they are, I don't expect them to be, the cheaper, variation of things, especially like with the things I'm interested in now, because I've done the regulated sub-ohm tank thing for so long that I don't really enjoy that style of vape. It's just not for me. Not saying you can't get a good vape off of them, because you can get a great vape off a lot of these, pre-made coil heads and sub-ohm tanks. It's just not my style. At the end of the day, I'm gonna end up with an RDA on a mech mod. That's just my preferred vape. Not saying I don't enjoy other styles, because obviously I'm kind of been doing like the restricted direct lung sort of thing, which is really nice because you do get some great flavor, but it is a completely different sort of experience. You know what I mean? You're not getting the amount of warmth and the amount of dense, cloud checking weather systems that you do out of a mech mod. But it's nice to just change things up from time to time.
I found it.
Yeah. No, I've still got some of them mechs. I got rid of a load of them. But
Exactly, Vapor Bunny. That's the beauty of vaping, though. Everyone is different. 100%.
Yep.
100%.
But, I mean,
there it is, man.
See, in England at the moment, the mech scene is all.
I still have that
off.
hat too.
Over here in the UK, the mech scene has all but died off at the moment. There's not a lot of companies actually still selling mechs.
It's not, is it?
Here.
No.
Dude, there's just not a lot of companies making mechs anymore.
I mean, we've got one over here, which is Apex Modco.
I've seen Apex. They still kind of kick around. I see them popping up on social medias and stuff
Yeah.
still.
I mean,
But that's really the only British mech mod or English. I'll correct myself. English mech mod company.
no, you still got Superior Vapor, which do the not Superior Vapor, sorry. What's their name? Signature mods. Signature.
Oh yeah, signature mods. Yeah, but it's the same stuff though. It's just they're not doing anything new.
Yeah.
The only people I really see are like you still got Russia still doing a lot of mech stuff, which is why I'm heartbroken I didn't get to go to the Hall of Vape, because I'm sure I probably would have came home with about 5 or 10 different mech mods if I had the money for it. What was I gonna say? The Philippines still are producing some mech mod devices and stuff, and they've always produced really solid stuff. But other than that,
but they want solid money for it as well.
Oh yeah,
you're not really seeing many other people doing it. And it's kind of sad to see, man, because I want some new mechs, bro.
Well, the thing is, it'll always be there. It'll just be sleeping.
It's gonna cycle in and out, dude.
Yeah.
We're seeing it now. Like we've kind of had conversations about this on the green room before, on like where we think the industry is going to go, and it's always kind of gone in cycles. You know what I mean? Like it was like your AIO, like that's kind of the thing right now. It's like your AIOs and like all-in-ones, real small compact sort of things, and then you're seeing a lot of like these. I think part of the problem is this whole disposable market is really just taking over. And it's hard for the other side of the market to, get the shine, because everybody's just on this. Not saying that they don't have their place, because I don't want to be the guy that says, oh, disposables are the fucking devil, because there are times that I use them and I do see a use for them. But at the same time, the market's just oversaturated.
So here's the thing.
It's just everywhere.
I can give you a little bit of insight on this from my point of view as a vape shop worker. Disposables, in my opinion, have hit their peak right now, because
I feel like that's where it's at now.
There's a line of how much people are willing to pay for a disposable, and also how big a disposable can be. And I think we've hit that peak right now. So they're making as big of a possible as a device that is still disposable.
It's like, look at the size of these things.
Yeah.
They're huge.
They're huge. That's literally the size of a Meepod. Maybe even bigger.
Yeah, this is a rechargeable disposable, 5,000 hits.
But they're so intricate too now. Like they have USB-C ports, they have LEDs.
This one USB Type-C, 2 amp charging on this bad boy.
Brand new. There's a hide that has a liquid level indicator light as well.
Dude, this is part of my problem with a lot of them too. I don't know if this is going to be a good one to show. Oh, here we go.
I saw one floating around on Instagram the other day. I think it was like 7,000.
Look at this!
Oh my god!
Something.
Look at that!
The fucking light bulb. It's like my whole thing about a disposable is like, this is the perfect thing that I want to put in my pocket to sneak a vape.
Yeah.
You ain't sneaking nothing with this, bro.
Bright, flashy lights.
You couldn't vape that in the cinema.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's most of the time when I'm going to use like a disposable or like a pod sort of device, is in a situation where I want to be discreet. Otherwise, I'm going to be chucking some clouds, bro, because that's just me. But if I want to, be kind and courteous, I would rather have something that's very discreet, not very noticeable. When you got a crazy LED light on it like that, like you're not sneaking nothing, dude.
Right.
And the worst thing about it is like the flavor on these things are fantastic. Like the liquids that they have in these are fantastic. The second thing I have a problem with on these is the milligram. Of course, you guys don't get these out where you're at, because your guys' cap's 20, correct?
Yeah.
50 milligram.
And almost
way too much, bro. It's just like, why can't they? I would prefer a 20. I would prefer that. Even 20 is a little high for me personally, but I would much rather have a 20 milligram option than everything having to be 50. Because, dude, when I did the review for these, I actually nicked myself out to where I ended up puking.
Oh God, yeah.
Easily done.
But that's because I wasn't being cautious and I was just sitting here trying to get it done. And I was just hitting them and hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. And the next thing you know, I probably taken 12 hits off of these things, 50
White.
milligram. And I was like, just like, I was not feeling good.
Ugh,
So like,
that's rough.
if it was a 20, that might not have happened, or at least I wouldn't have gotten as much, but still that's also, you got a moderation,
Yeah.
obviously.
Good rule in life too.
100% moderation is key when it comes to a lot of things in life. Shed time, alcohol, nicotine.
Yep. So, Mo, do you have a clip?
Ooh.
Yes, I do.
I will let you get that sorted. While you do that, I am going to get the memes going here. So, let's do this. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Memes. Come back, memes. Where's the memes? Screen. Oh, wait, I have to do this. That's right. I have to actually share with you guys so you guys can see the memes. There we go. Okay, scroll up. We did that one last week. We did that one last week. That one. There's the Illuminati Vic. Let's just replay this one again here. There you go. Illuminati Vic for you guys.
Fuck's sake.
Here's one for Mike. Daddy's farts knock birds from the sky. I should replace that. Just replace Daddy with Mike, and there you go.
Definitely.
The bird just says fuck. Babe, are you okay? You barely touched your char spookery. Just in time for Halloween. I'll put us right here too. Let's see. Oh God. Oh no, dire thing. Everyone I don't like is Hitler. A child's guide to online political discussion.
Wow.
I need more of these, dude.
That's gold.
That's amazing. Mike, you need this right here. You need
scissors?
samurai scissors.
Get rid of the purple handles though.
Yeah. I mean, so what happens, like, if you take out the scissors, they must cut paper? Is that the deal? Kind of like a normal samurai sword where you have to draw blood or whatever? Real quick, let's take a look at some food, too, because I know Puddle Jumper's been cooking. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Puddle Jumper has been cooking up a storm.
Nice.
Yeah, he sent us an hourly progression. This is like 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. I think 8, and that might even be 10 hours just charring. Then he did pulled pork, like bean salad. We got pizza over an open fire. That's amazing. Jane doing some canning. It looks like some jarring.
Oh, look at all the preserves.
Oh yeah, all the preserves.
I'm all about that preserve life, man.
Dude,
Jane is a wizard when it comes to preserves.
that sounds amazing. Damn, I should have asked her for some.
We've got a buddy that goes by Sewer Rug. He makes some pretty fantastic preserves. He made this like cherry one that I got recently. Oh my God, dude.
Ooh.
It was delicious.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Mo, do you have a clip ready?
Righto.
All
right. Let's do this one.
Send it.
Right. Okay. So this week's clip is from Come Dine With Me. Actually quite good, actually. While we're on the subject of food. You guys ever heard of beaver tails? No? Okay.
I don't know if I have.
Okay, well, I'll just read out the title here. What have I written here? Right, so this is from Come Dine With Me. This contestant has not tried this dish in a long time. And it says beaver tails are a fried donut from Canada, apparently.
Oh. I will have to ask
so maybe
Ender
like
about
an
that
elephant ear.
An elephant ear. Fucking hell.
All right.
Some people see them on a Saturday night out on the beer. Right. Okay, so I go play the clip. Here we go.
Dessert was the highlight of the night. It was absolutely fantastic. She did a brilliant job on dessert.
It's been a while since I've had a creamy beaver.
No.
Creamy. I'll play it again if you missed it the first time.
Dessert was the highlight of the night. It was absolutely fantastic. She did a brilliant job on dessert.
It's been a while since I've had a creamy beaver.
It's been a while since he had a creamy beaver.
Oh
Dave.
man, that's good.
Well, we all know where that man's trouble lies.
Need to get out more, bud.
Maybe he needs to get in more.
Hey,
Nice.
Zing.
All right.
That's what
let's-
she said.
To wrap it up here, one final little thing that we have to ask James, because we ask everyone this question when they're on the show. Mr. James Franklin, what's your favorite cheese? What's your favorite cheese?
Ooh, what's my
your
favorite cheese, dude? That's a good fucking question, man, because I have a few that I am partial to. What would be my favorite of them all? I would probably say I enjoy a very nice white sharp cheddar cheese.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
have you
Because
ever
it's
been to
got a little bit of
Vermont?
bite to it, but it's very creamy. You know what I mean?
Dude, you gotta come up this
Premature.
way. You gotta come up this way. We'll bring you up to Vermont. I guarantee you there's some cheese shops up there because it's
Dude,
very
I've gone to the actual Tillamook Creamery. I don't know if you've ever had Tillamook cheese, but when you get it fresh from the actual creamery, bro, their white cheddar cheese curds are the shit, bro. Let me
Sounds
tell
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
All right. I
Fantastic.
think that's. I don't know if anyone else has said cheddar on the show. I can't remember. We're gonna have to keep a
Yeah,
log of
nice
this stuff.
white sharp cheddar, man.
We need to start writing this stuff down. But that is a very good answer, sir. Not that there's a wrong answer, really. Except if
No,
you, say
you can't go
squeeze
wrong with
cheese.
cheese, bro. There's few cheeses that I probably won't touch, but I fuck with a lot of cheese, bro. Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we're gonna have like a SAVS booth at the next expo and just have a cheese platter out.
Just a charspookery board per
Yeah.
se.
Oh hell yeah, I'm so down.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it'll
for
be
me-
October too, so perfect.
For me, a cheddar has to have a nice chili in it.
Oh God, Mike, what's up with
Oh,
you
a
and hot
little
stuff?
bite to it. Yeah.
Jeez, Mike, your asshole's on fire as it is. let
Or a
alone
chili chutney with
chilies.
it. That'd be nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I prefer
Or
my-
candied jalapenos. Nom nom nom.
Okay, that sounds kind of good. I was gonna say.
See,
Dude, a jalapeno cheddar is like a fantastic combination.
jalapeno's just got no bite to it.
Jade said she'll
Candied
bring the preserves for our
jalapeno.
sharp spookery.
There you go.
Yes.
You, you've got to at least have a decent habanero.
Yeah, habanero's good.
God, oh no, all right, my asshole's on fire now too. Just thinking about it. All right,
So that Scotch bonnet goes well with cheese as well.
Three
all right,
chili
Mike,
preserves?
Fuck the
relax.
Scotch bonnet. You can keep that shit.
Relax. Oh, don't give Jane any ideas either. Good lord, she's gonna make preserves with chilies in it now too. Watch.
Do it.
Jane's already got 3 chili preserves.
Oh, she's gonna
Ooh.
make 5 chili preserves then.
All I'm going to say, Jane, is you have my address.
Oh Jesus. Mike is a glutton for punishment and pain. I think.
Sounds like
Mike
it,
would just
man.
be at the preserve with a spoon.
I feel bad for like the rest of the people in your house, Mike. How is there not a hole?
I
in
feel
your
bad
floor?
I feel bad for his porcelain. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
He's
scratched the
created
finish
his
on
own
that.
U bend.
Do you like hot food?
I have a limit. I enjoy a nice amount of spice, but I don't enjoy spice just for spice. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm not looking
Mm.
for something just for heat.
Spice with flavor.
If that's all I'm getting out of it, I'm not eating it.
hmm
But if it's got nice flavor to go along with the heat, I will power through the flavor or power through the heat to get to the flavor. You know what I mean? Like habanero is honestly like the tip of like my heat level. Like that's enjoyable still.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So like a nice mango habanero wing, bro. Oh, chef's kiss, bro. I love a nice mango habanero, but I'm also on the verge of being like, this is a little too hot. You know what I mean? So like that's about the tip top of my thing. But like if you're just eating things just for it to be hot and to like get that fucking feeling of like sweating, nose running, eyes bleeding, like that's what you're going. No, I'm out. I'm out.
Fair enough. I won't tell you to buy the hot sauce that I use.
Yeah, probably not, man. Like majority of the time, like I stick for like more of like a mild, because with a little heat, but more of like flavor is kind of what I'm going for.
Fair enough. I'll
Yeah.
put it this way: the one I use is 18 million Scobles.
Yeah, I'm out. No, thank you, bro. No, thank you. I'll turn into a bitch real quick.
Bunny said your favorite hot sauce is called Satan's shit. Is this accurate?
Yeah.
No way, dude. Fuck that.
That stuff
no.
looks like tar, dude.
No. Just
It literally looks like tar.
takes 10 minutes for it to get drop out of the bottle.
They do too. They do one called Satan's shit and one called Satan's blood.
Well, hey, I would hate.
No,
never
siree.
mind. No,
But they
not
do
gonna
have a
make that
nice
comment.
barbecue flavour to them.
Satan's creamy.
I'm
beaver.
sure they do. Probably on the way out. Like.
All right, we are already over our time. It's been a blast. Frames, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Dude, thanks for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.
And
Enjoyed chilling.
as always, you're welcome back anytime. Anything to say? Final words, Frames? Anything you want to promote? Anything coming up that's good?
I do want to say shout outs to you guys, for inviting me on. I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys were one of the first like vape like panel shows that I started watching that really got me into the community. And so thank you guys for, kind of being that little bit of an introduction, as well as just continuing to do what you guys do. I know you guys got a nice core group of people that hang out, and shout outs to all you UK people out there that come in and hang out on our shows and stuff. So if you guys want, come check out the green room. Like I said, we do build offs. We do what we call shedhead sessions, where we invite some of you guys onto the show to play some games and just hang out. We just did one this past Friday. It was a great time, played some games. It was just cool, just hanging out, spreading some positivity on a Friday. And then if you guys are interested in the podcast, Shed Time Podcast on all of your podcasting platforms, like I said, we talk about all kinds of different things, from some like real deep, like heartfelt conversations to just some complete, just, bullshit, three dudes just shooting the shit, to like having some guests on and actually, learning some things from time to time. So come check that out as well. Other than that, I'll just be, I'll be around, popping up here and there. So
you'll probably
thank you guys
hear
again.
his voice maybe later on when I start playing Red Dead.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, for
Do you
sure.
still do that bit where you take people's suggestions for your music?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
On one of your previous shows, I can't remember what show it was. You used to get people in chat to type in songs and that, and you'd put them together on a playlist.
Oh yeah, well we actually do that on our Shedhead sessions. Well, your opportunity to throw a song on our playlist is by coming and actually being on the show with us.
Gotcha.
Because at the end of the show, after we play our games, whoever comes on and hangs out with us that night gets to add their song to a playlist.
Right.
So it's kind of like, some incentive for people to come and actually hang out with us on the show, because that's how they get their song onto the actual playlist. So
Cool.
if you guys want to do that and add some music to the Shedhead playlist on Spotify,
I think
come
Mike
join us for
wants,
Shedhead sessions.
Mike wants a monomarth on there.
No. I've got heavier than that.
Oh boy. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Let's slaughter to prevail.
Okay, Mike. While
Russian
you're eating
death
your
metal.
Satan's shit. Okay. Jeez, Mike. All right. So, Mike, anything to say? Anything you want to...
Just cheers for hanging out with us, everyone, and cheers, Jones, for coming on again. I will definitely have you back again at some point,
Yes.
and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yep. We have to think about it now. Yes, next Sunday.
Yeah, it's next Sunday, and then the following week it's the Friday.
Right. And then,
That's right.
we'll have Aiden on the, not the next show, but the one after. So, cool. Mo, anything to say? What you got going on?
Yes, thank you to everyone in chat for tuning in tonight, and to James as well for coming on again, my dude. Good to see you, brother. And,
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, we will see you. Yeah, it is next Sunday, isn't it?
It is next Sunday.
Next
Yep.
Sunday. So yeah, make sure you be there or be square, and I'll see you next week.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
And
thanks to the mods as well, all the mods in
I
chat.
was just going to say thanks to the mods, and also thanks to our sponsors, CC Coils and Shy Tots e-liquid. Don't forget the coupon codes there. You got the what's your favorite cheese for 20% off anything Shy Tots related. And then except for the Misfits line, I got to say that too, because the Misfits line goes to charity. And then we've got 25% off any CC coils by using the code. Jay needs a slap. That's right. Jay does need a slap, and man, we've been missing Jay a lot. I hope he comes back next week, and I hope Laura's right next to him.
What we need to do, Nick, is we need to get a banner at the bottom of the screen that says the coupon codes.
Oh, they're playing up in the corner of the screen right now.
Oh, are they?
Coils.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have them running the whole show. I'm gonna try to do one of our little chatbot things where it just pokes the code into the chat every so often too. But that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an awesome show. Love you all. Can't wait to see you next week. And that's all from us. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Piss flaps.